That's annoying. I just did my entire intro and this thing wasn't even recording. Great. My hair is... I'm so grateful to all of you who have subscribed, and I'm so happy that you guys can find enjoyment in my videos and what I'm putting out there. The main reason why I do YouTube is because I want to make people laugh, is what it is. If there's one person who I can make, you know, just cheer up a little bit with one of my videos, then that's perfect. That's worth it all. And I mean, 100 of you have decided, yeah, I like that. Let's go ahead and click it or tick it. So in honor of that 100 subscribers that we have now reached, I'm going to essentially go back to the origins of my channel, which is, you guessed it, fanfiction. My very first video that I uploaded onto the Gold Pikachu channel was Gold Pikachu does... No, it's... What am I saying? I don't even remember the own titles that I used to write. Gold Pikachu reads fanfiction using the speech jammer. Or something like that. And, you know, I read fanfiction while doing a speech jammer app, which, honestly, it didn't really work that well. I messed up like a few times, but I think that was probably just me messing up as a reader. But that was the past. We're on to the future, but we also don't want to forget where we came from. So, for this video, I'm going to be reading fanfiction, but instead of using a, you know, app or anything that'll mess me up, I'm just gonna listen to really loud music, which I guess is still using an app to mess me up because I'm gonna be using an app that'll play the music. But that's not important. On to the fanfiction. I've got my headphones on now. We're ready to go. So, in my original fanfiction video, I had one Supernatural fanfiction, one Star Trek fanfiction, and one Marvel fanfiction. I only have one Star Trek fanfiction, and I already read that, so there's no point in me reading it again. But I do have a whole bunch of Supernatural ones. Oh boy, that was a phase, let me tell you. I still ship it, but, you know, it's crazy. And I also do have another Marvel one that we can do, so that's what we're going to be doing. So, I'm going to be reading 2 fanfiction. I don't have time for 3. That's too many. So, we're going to be reading 2. The first one we're going to be reading is Supernatural. It's Destiel, but it also has some Sabriel in it for those people who are like, Sam and Gabriel. Yes, they were together for a while in the beginning and then Gabriel was gone, but I think he's back now. I don't know. I'm not keeping up. But yes, so this one's called 25 Days to Mend a Broken Heart, and this is by 50S Nettle. And I, of course, will have a link to the fanfiction down below if you guys want to check it out. If you're into, you know, Destiel and that sort of thing. But enough of our time wasting. We are going, for this one, we're going to be reading just the first chapter, and for both of them, we're only going to be reading the first chapter, so that'll be it. And if you like what you hear, you can check it out, which is what the link is for. Anyways, we're rambling. Let's put this music on. It's not loud enough. This is an advertisement. Go away. Okay, wait. That's really loud. Alright. Oh wait, I shouldn't turn that off. What am I doing? I'm sorry guys, I'm all over the place. Did I ask for that song? No, I didn't. Oh, that's gonna be way too loud. Ah! Okay. Here we go! I can still hear myself. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna hear myself always. That's way too loud. No, I don't like that. Okay, we're getting started now. Oh my god, that is so loud. Okay, that's better. Oh my god. This is so hard. I haven't even started yet. December 1st. Castiel, Sam. Castiel, you have one saved message received at 3:23 p.m. on November 19th, 2015. Gabriel said that he's mentioned me before, though I'm his boyfriend. What? Yes, Gabe, I know. Ow! What was that for? Sorry, Cass. Gabe got a little overexcited there. Anyway, I know we haven't exactly kept in regular contact over the years, but this is pretty big, so I thought I should call you and let you know that Gabe and I are, well, we're getting hitched. Hooray! Oh my god. My senses are overloading. And I know that we haven't spoken in years, and I kind of understand why that is, but I'd really like it if you and Jimmy came down to Lawrence for the holidays. Oh, yeah, I forgot that Jimmy was in this one. I'm dying. Jimmy came down, Lawrence for the holidays. That's over half a decade, you know, man. I'd like to catch up, I'd love to catch up with you guys again, find out what you've been up to these years. Jimmy used to email Gabe every so often, but even he fell off the radar eventually. I guess that's just how it goes. You move on and you change. Still, I think it would be fun for us all to hang out together again. I really miss that, you know? I mean, we had some great times back in the day, didn't we? You, me, and Dee. Okay, I'm gonna stop. There! He's gonna say Dean, but he stopped. Before I ruin any chance I ever had of persuading you to come. Oh my god. Cass removed the phone from his ear with a sigh, tapping his fingers against the steering wheel of his car as it idled in the parking lot of the gas station, watching Jimmy and Amelia through the window of the gas and said, "Who is Amelia?" Probably bickering good-naturedly over something trivial and mundane that Cass didn't really understand or have time for. Oh, Cass, so brooding, always. He still wasn't entirely sure why he had even shown Jimmy the message that Sam had left on his voicemail instead of deleting it the moment that he got it. Why do you want to delete it, Cass? Why? Which was what he should have done. It wasn't like he'd wanted to pick up the phone in the first place anyway. As soon as he recognized the number, he sent it straight to voicemail. He's avoiding them. Why are you avoiding the Winchesters, Cass? It almost... Oh god, the song's finally over. Oh, but a new one's gonna start. An advertisement! That's fine. We'll keep going. We move on. Now I've lost my place. It was almost like he was under the absurd impression that the sooner that they got there, the sooner they could leave again and retreat back to the safety of Pontiac. Cass was already missing his home comforts. Already... Wait, Cass is already missing his home comforts, already looking forward to returning to his apartment with its bright yellow walls and less than glamorous view of a Biggerson's family restaurant and its adjoining parking lot. Jimmy banged noisily on the car roof, startling Castiel from his wistful thoughts of Illinois. Oh, Illinois! Pontiac, Illinois. Are you purposely trying to give me a heart failure before we get to give Sam and Gabriel our blessings, Jimmy? Blessings? Huh? Jimmy pulled a face. I'm giving the guy more than that. I'm giving him my prayers. He's gonna need it now that Gabe's actually be part of the Winchester's clan. Now really, Jimmy. Oh, this is Amelia. Now really, Jimmy. Amelia began, shaking her head as Jimmy climbed into the back seat beside her. I think you're exaggerating sometimes when you talk about Gabriel. Cass smirked. Oh, just you wait and see. You might think that Jim and I are strange, But just wait until you meet Gabriel. That's Cass's voice, by the way, and it's gonna be Jimmy's voices too, because they're twins. Oh, that's awful. Trust me, babe. You can't ever go back from it, Jimmy added. I'm sure I'll cope. Amelia replied with a roll of her eyes. You know, Vex, can't be too dissimilar. Not too far up ahead, the familiar sign was nailed into the ground. Lawrence, Kansas welcomes you. The message on the sign was a lie, for him at least, for Castiel Novak. There didn't seem to be anything remotely welcoming in Lawrence, Kansas. Sam, stop fidgeting, Sam Squatch. She's sure making me nervous. That's Gabe's voice. Sam rests his hand over the slacks, silencing the drumming his fingers had absentmindedly be making on the patch of materials. Right, no fidgeting, gotcha. Gabriel turned from the seat beside him at the kitchen table. Honestly, man, anybody would think that it was the police coming to arrest you for something not my two dorky twin brothers coming for Christmas. Sam, what's that? What happened back then has nothing, and I mean nothing, to do with us, okay? It was our stupid brothers who chose to break up and hold pointless grudges against each other for it. Ooh! A breakup! Spicy! Some spicy gossip! Ugh. Sandwich! Gabriel fixed him with a serious look, which was a rare thing for him. Seriously, I get it, okay? You're worried about Dean, and that's understandable. Yeah, he's your brother, and you love him. I feel the same way about Cassie. Apparently, he hasn't spoken about what went on between him and Dean to anyone, not even Jimmy, since they broke up. But this isn't about them, is it? This is about us, yeah? I don't know what I'm doing here. Sam raised his eyebrow at the threat, but he also felt his mouth twitching into a smile. You really are an awful boyfriend, Gabriel. It's fiancé now, thank you very much, Gabriel corrected, nuzzling what little of Sam's shoulder he could reach. But you'll love me for it. Sam let out a hum, sliding an arm around him. He couldn't argue with that. You've got a point there. I do. I should hope so when you recently agreed to let me join your family properly, especially when I went to all the effort of cooking you that big romantic dinner, Sam smirked. I see, so pancakes and syrup now count as a big romantic dinner, do they? Oh, don't lie, you loved it. Practically wrenching the door off its hinges in his haste to get it open, the younger Winchester felt a grin of his own splitting across his face as he took sight of the dark-haired, blue-eyed man on his doorstep, wearing a grubbier yet better-fitting version of the long tan trench coat that he remembered so well. Cass! His voice filled with recognition. Hello, Sam, he replied, causing Sam to let out a sort of chuckle. Had Cass's voice always been that gruff? Not until I came along. Where's Jimmy got to? I thought you said that he was coming too. He's by the car right now. Cass gestured down the garden path to the sidewalk, where two figures stood illuminated by the lights coming from the neighborhood house. Oh. Jim Bob! Gabriel took off down the path, carelessly disregarding the fact that it was a freezing cold night, and he was wearing nothing more than a t-shirt and jeans. Sam hoped that he wouldn't get himself sick. Obviously, it would be his responsibility to look after him, and he would get sick himself. Look at us, he beamed. The old team back together. Well, he grinned at Amelia. With some new additions, I see. Sam noticed how he avoided any mention of the one missing part of their old team, but he chose not to mention it. It would be a bad idea, because that would upset Cass. Amelia laughed suddenly, breaking through the tension. Are you worried that I'll ruin your credibility? You could never do that, Jimmy replied loyally, giving their interlocked fingers a squeeze. Squeeze. Ha. Mama and Papa Winchester. Oh, the parents are alive. Cass remained by the door, watching the scene unfold with his hands in his trench coat pockets. Sam sent him an apologetic look. Sorry about that. Cass glanced in his direction, looking a little surprised that Sam was even talking to him at all. About what? letting Gabe go all brotherly on you. You didn't look very comfortable. Don't worry, I remember from childhood experience exactly how Gabriel can be. It's just, Sam paused, I don't want you to be uncomfortable here. It's been ages since we've seen each other, you know, and I really want you to feel welcome here, and it's very kind of you, Sam, Cass replied, cutting him off with something that might have been a smile. I really appreciate it, I do. But I think we both know what the elephant in the room is here, and it just can't, and that it can't just be avoided. Mary let out a yelp of surprise before a smile spread off her face. Castiel! She swept him up into a warm hug. Look at you! You're all grown up now, love. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Winchester. Cass greeted politely as John gave him a pat on the shoulder as a form of greeting. Oh, stop that! Mary gave him a gentle poke as she released him, placing a gentle peck on his cheek the same way that she had always done when they were all children. It's Mary and John to you, Cass, just like it is always has been. She glanced around the room, another smile breaking out on her face when she saw the other Novak twin. Jimmy! She moved across the room to hug him, too. Look at you both. You both grew up so handsome. Everyone sounds the same. So, he said, I hear that you guys are getting hitched, Gabe. You'd better believe it, Jim Bob. Gabriel flashed Sam an adoring look that made him grin despite himself. I'm gonna make an honest man out of my sandwich. Are you sure that isn't the other way around? But Sam almost forgot to panic when he heard the front door opening. Almost forgot. I know exactly who this is. Hey, Sammy! Hey, Sammy! The familiar voice called from the hallway, causing the merriment in the room to subside sharply, and immediately as Dean's footsteps got closer to the door. Okay, I get that Gabe eats like food's gonna go out of fashion tomorrow or something, but seriously, did you really need me to buy all of this stuff? He stopped mid-sentence, practically freezing as he stepped into the room, his eyes meeting Cass's blue iris almost instantly. Hey, hey, Dean, you, remember Castiel and Jimmy, right? The Novak twins? Yeah, Dean replied, a scowl finally forming on his face to concede with his blunt words. Don't think I'm gonna forget in a hurry. He finally pulled his eyes away from Cass and fixed them on Sam. I'm gonna put all this away, yeah? He turned on his heel, striding out of the room and letting the door bang shut behind his retreating form. And he didn't want to spend another holiday season drowning quietly in Dean's brooding waves of angst. But unless he did something, and did this something fast, this was going to be the most uncomfortable Christmas he had ever experienced. Oh my god. Oh, that was the worst thing ever. Okay. So, I know I said I was going to do another one. I was going to do 2. But I don't think I can ever do that ever again. That was the worst. I literally felt like throwing up that entire time. That was so awful. I hated that. We're never doing that again. I hope that entertained you in some way, shape, or form. But after all, the reason behind this whole video is because 100 of you guys decided that you liked what I'm putting out there. And that's great, and thank you to all of you. Thanks to viewers like you. PBS. I need to sit down, drink some water. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please leave a like if you like the content that I'm putting out there. Leave a comment down below about something. I don't know. Fanfiction. Link me some fanfiction. Some of the good fics, you know? I'll read. I read with my eyes. You saw. I can do that. Yeah, do that. Send me some fics. Maybe they'll be in another video. Every 100, we'll do something with fanfiction if we get that far. 200, we'll do some more fanfiction, but never again will I listen to loud music and read. Subscribe if you want to see more of my awkward butt, which I know at least 100 of you do. That was awful. That was the worst. Please feel free to unsubscribe now. Just kidding. Please don't. that's it. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay golden!